Namaste, everyone, and welcome to this full moon meditation. Before we start, let's ask for divine blessing. To the Divine Supreme God, Divine Father, Divine Mother, to all the spiritual elders, holy masters, to all the saints, to all the holy archangels, holy angels, spiritual helpers, personally to my beloved and respected teacher, Grandmaster Chokok Sui, Mahaguju Miling, Guru Padmasambhava, and all the higher beings we humbly invoke for divine light, divine love, divine guidance, help, healing, and divine protection. We thank you always, in full faith. And so it is. All right. Welcome to this full moon meditation and lecture. So the topic for this full moon meditation is breaking free of anger. Now, a lot of you who has been with us for a while, we always start with this lecture so that before you meditate, there's a certain spiritual nourishment, if you will, of understanding deeper spiritual teachings, and then we do our meditation. All right. Now, this thing about anger is quite interesting. A lot of us deal with it every single day, right? Yeah, depending on the situation, the people around with, it's triggered. And a lot of people say, I just don't want to be angry anymore. I want to be peaceful. I want to be happy. So in order to fix it, first you have to first understand what it is, dismantle it into pieces so you know how to get rid of it. Yeah? Okay. So the easiest way to do it is something like this. We'll hit it on three fronts. One, understanding it. Okay? Number two, we'll use energy to disperse it. And number three, we'll use meditation to transmute it. Okay? So that's the goal for this time. One is to understand it, right? We'll talk about it in more detail. Second one is to use energy to disperse it. Yeah? And number three, meditation to transform it into higher frequency. Now, let's start with understanding. In Inner Buddhism Revealed, as taught by Grandmaster Chokok Sui, it's interesting. He talked about what the Lord Buddha said on the nature of suffering. And without going into in more detail, you can study it, that there's suffering in life, what are the causes of suffering, suffering can end, and the last one is how to end that suffering, right, which is the Eightfold Path. All right. So it's something like this. He said, anger is a form of suffering. So this so-called suffering can end. Nothing stays permanent, right? Except God and change itself. Everything else, nothing is constant. All right. But here's the interesting part. This suffering can end, but how long before it ends? So to put it in the perspective of today's lecture, if somebody screamed at you, shouted at you, did something bad to you, how long you're suffering from that anger as it consumes you is dependent on one single thing: how you respond to it. In other words, you have a choice how long you're going to let that anger eat you up. You say, really? I can't help it. Are you serious? Everybody has a choice. I'll give you an example. You're at work, you're at home, you're emotionally all stirred up, angry, upset, screaming, yelling, everything else. And then somebody shows up at your door. You look at the peephole, you go, oh, it's my boss. You open the door. Hello, sir, how are you? Oh, or ma'am, how are you doing? Oh, I'm doing fine. In that micro instant, you switch your state. You know why? Because you realize, hey, I have to keep it together. This is somebody important. You see, at any given moment, a person has the ability to change their state. You say, well, it's not easy. Nobody said it's easy. I didn't say it's easy. I say it can be done. Now, by using certain tools, you make it easier each time. So back to the topic. So the way Master Cho explained is, let's say somebody emotionally hurt you, scream at you and do whatever. How long that emotional pain, anger, frustration lasts is dependent on your response. So the more you dive into it, you think about it, you feel it, you talk about it, then you prolong that thing, right? You drag it on. Or you can say, let me think about this. With what just happened, why did this person do this to me? So in Inner Buddhism, if you haven't taken the class, take the class with whoever's teaching it in your area, or this is just a little framework and you can use it as a springboard to study more of what the Buddha taught. Okay. So first thing is, is it possible, and you're just asking a possibility, is it possible this person did what he or she did because that person was having a bad day. Maybe something bad happened in their life, and at that moment when you interacted, you talked to them at the moment where they're not in a good place, so that's how they responded to you. Is that possible? Number 2, is it possible that this person has a certain kind or level of mental illness? An imbalance in the brain due to whatever reason, right? Is it possible? Think about it. Number 3, is it possible it's my fault? Is it possible that if I think back and rethink back, maybe when I said something to this person, I said it a little too harshly, and I did not take into account that, hey, this person is a little fragile because of whatever they're going through. Boom, you hit them like that. Is it just possible? We're just asking questions. Next, is it just possible there's a lesson for me to learn in this situation? In other words, is it karmic? Is there something that I need to learn? Maybe this particular situation is trying to wake me up that in the past, I must have done something to someone in a similar context. So therefore, it's coming back to me. So I will have a realization there's a lesson to learn. You see, a lot of times when you ask these questions, you go, I'll give the person the benefit of the doubt. Maybe the reason that this person did this, maybe one of those reasons, just a small possibility. Now, do you notice, if you're objective and asking those questions, just say, maybe, is it possible? You start to calm down. You know why? See, when you're angry and upset, it is the emotional body, the astral body, that's all excited. The mental faculty is partially dormant or asleep. The spiritual principle is very, very simple. In order for a higher principle to awaken, the one below has to calm down. Example. You notice when you're arguing with someone, somebody is emotionally upset and you're trying to reason to them, it's not getting through. You go, yeah, but excuse me, the reason this happened is because this, and this. The person says, I don't care. You know why? You're talking a different frequency, a different language. They're responding on the astral level or emotional level. You're responding on the mental level. One is on the solar plexus chakra, one is on the ajna or the throat. That's why I remember one time Master Shah said, if your children, your spouse, or someone you know is angry, upset, there's no point in sitting there and trying to reason with them. You're not going to get through. You wait for them to calm down. Calm down means the emotional body calms down. So when the lower principle, the emotional body calms down, the mental faculty wakes up. So that is the first principle. Understanding means what? As you try to trigger in the Kabbalah, in the Jewish tradition, the Ajna chakra is Bina, understanding. So when you're understanding, the Ajna chakra basically does this. It takes all the little factors, the different factors, analyze it, and synthesize it. That's the Ajna getting triggered. You're thinking. So when this thinking process is triggered, right, it causes the one below to calm down. In other words, instead of waiting for the emotional body to calm down, for the mental faculty to wake up, as you make yourself think, is it possible? This, and this. Guess what? Boom. This stimulates, this stimulates. So as the upper chakra stimulate, guess what happens? The solar plexus comes down. Because the upper one starts saying, hey, you be quiet. Let me analyze the situation. So as that happens, even the fact that you're trying to understand it, the emotional body calms down. So even if you don't come up with an exact answer, yeah, definitely the reason that this thing happened is because he was having a bad day. Even if you don't come with the actual exercise of just understanding the situation, thinking of the possibilities, calm things down. That's why, as a person becomes more educated, more mentally developed, more intelligent, it's easier for a person to handle their emotions. I'm not saying it's overnight, but it can be practiced. The key is awareness. Why awareness? You notice the situation happened. They scream and yell. Your normal response is to scream and yell back. So the key is to go, wait. My emotional body is responding. Let me change the pattern. Instead of screaming, yelling back, let me step back, think, be aware, why is this person screaming, yelling at me? What is the appropriate response? Should I scream back and hopefully they'll shut up and be quiet? Well, that didn't work last time. Should I back off, let them use up all their energy so they will calm down? Or I use calming words, let them understand after they calm down, okay, honey, it's like this, my friend, this is what happened, but I understand where you're coming from. It's okay. Use calming words. Let their emotional body calm down and slowly lift them up to the understanding level. You cannot do that if you're swimming in the mud. So the first part is awareness. Okay, let me back off. Let me observe what is the appropriate response. I noticed this person, when she came in today or he came in today, he was limping. Most likely his back is hurting. No wonder, when I asked him to do something that might aggravate his back, he yelled at me. You see what I'm saying? So the key is to be aware and observe. So that's the first one. Understanding and what? Bringing it to the mental level. Number 2, energetically. This also leads to meditation. So your heart chakra, okay, some of you who are new, I would encourage you to get Grandmaster Cho's book, Miracles of Pranic Healing, or the other books in Pranic Healing, so you understand how the chakras work. I know a lot of you studied the 7 chakras. You actually have at least 11, all right? Anyway, so the heart chakra is the chakra of love. The solar plexus, the one below your sternum, you trace your sternum down to the soft spot, that's your solar plexus. Do you notice when you get angry and upset, that gets stirred up? And when it gets so stirred up, what happens? It affects your appetite. What else? You get nauseated. That comes from the solar plexus. So when a person's angry and upset, it's not the heart chakra, it's the solar plexus. So when that's all stirred up, just imagine it's a dark grayish red cloud sitting there. That's why you can hardly breathe. Okay? So in pranic healing, what we try to do is we energetically use sweeping method. Just use your hand. Imagine you have white light, just sweep it, like sweeping a floor. Sweep that gray cloud, we throw it in the salt water. The ones who took pranic healing or hatha yoga and the classes of Grandmaster Cho, you should be doing this. Sometimes we scream and yell, then we clean after. Wrong sequence. You clean first to calm yourself down. So it's something like this. This second technique is based on a very, very simple principle. The condition of the chakras affect our behavior. Our behavior affect our chakras. Let's do this again. The condition of our chakras affect our behavior. Our behavior affect your chakras. It works both ways. In other words, if your heart is big, if your heart is a certain size, your solar plexus is a certain size. As soon as you feel love for someone, the heart will expand, the solar plexus shrink. And that's why you notice when you love someone, they get away with a lot of stuff with you, right? Now, the opposite is also true. When your heart chakra is big, it's easier to love someone. Let's take the next step. If your heart and your solar plexus are the same size, and when you get angry, the solar plexus goes big, the heart gets small. Now, when your solar plexus is big, it's easier to get angry over every little thing. So the key is to change the chakra condition, and there's 2 ways to do it. At least for now, in this short segment we have. One is to use sweeping method. Okay, so I know a lot of you are new. Let's just make this a short technique. All right, if you have salt water available, you go, where the heck am I get salt water? Okay, let's do the quick way. Next to you, imagine a green fire, like fire but colored green. So in advanced pranic healing, green is a cleansing or disintegrating color. Now, a lot of you say, yeah, I heard that green is a healing color. It is a healing color because when green energy goes to your body, it breaks up the blockages, flushes out of your system, allowing fresh energy to go in. So the end result is healing. But by itself, green cleanses. All right? For now, imagine a green fire next to you. Ready? Let's make this practical. Right. Can you think of someone or a situation that gets you slightly emotionally upset or slightly angry? Just a little bit. Okay, good enough. Some of you are feeling slight heaviness here. Your breathing slightly changed, right? So take your hand like this. You can use two hands. This is in pranic healing. So just imagine you have a beautiful white glove, right? We're oversimplifying for the ones who take the class, but it works. So imagine you have white gloves. Go to your solar plexus. This is your heart in the center of your chest. You go down your sternum to the soft area. Cup your hands. Now form the intention that your gloves, your sweeping method or scooping method, will scoop out whatever anger or negative emotion you have in that area. Don't pick and choose. Everybody out. Okay, ready? Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, now put your hand like this. If you're sensitive, can you feel something? Throw it to the green fire. Okay, throw it to the green fire. Let's do it again. Go. 1, 2. You can use two hands to make it faster. 3, 4, 5, 6. Sweep down. Don't go up. Downwards. 9, 10. Throw it in the green fire. Keep going. Cup your hands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let it go. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Pull it out. Pull out all those gray clouds. Throw it to the green fire. 1, 2, 3. Keep going. 10. Throw. Keep going. 1, 2. Throw the green fire. Okay. That's about 50 times, give or take. Now, put your hand like this. You notice it's a little heavy, right? Okay. Now, what we do in pranic healing, we usually have a sprayer. This is an astringent with lavender oil. We go like this to break it up. Okay? Now, if you don't have it, there's several ways. A lot of shamans, this is what they do. They clap. The only thing is it splatters. Or sometimes some shamans, they go like this. They blow. Of course, if you blow, it's all over the place. So another thing we do, this is a shortcut. It's only for short healings. If you notice your hands are heavy, right? Now, in the meditation, we chant Om. Okay? Om, not oh my God. Om, O-M. So what you do, you put your hand like this. Compare your hands. If you're sensitive, you notice they're very heavy. So go like this. Just one hand. Follow me. Verbally. Om, 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 Om. Compare. Oh, much lighter, right? Okay, do the same thing. Om. Okay, then you go to green fire and go like that. So this is like a quick cleansing. Now, we're not done yet. After you clean it, now go like this. Doesn't matter which hand. Just imagine you have light green paint. Or just light green energy. Okay, very, very light green. Take that energy, go to your solar plexus gently, without touch. Just paint it light green. Keep going. Just imagine you're filling with green light. Hey, that feels nice, huh? Next, go like this. Visualize you have light, cool blue light. Okay? A very light, cooling blue. Put it in the solar plexus. Okay. How do you feel? Now, if you're very sensitive or that thing was not that severe, most of you would have, while you do cleaning, you already go like this. Yeah? When you go, that means the solar plexus expelled. When you use green and blue, green breaks it up more, blue cools it down. Because when you're angry, when the emotional body is all stirred up with anger, it's reddish. You notice when you're angry, you feel warm? That's because the red energy spread. So to put out the fire, you put green to chop it up, blue to cool it down. Now, I realize some of you go, I've never heard that before. That's what we regularly do in advanced pranic healing. So if you have a chance, get the book, go to your center, learn the technique, but at least you have something you can use right away. It's like almost like a emergency stress relief technique. Okay? So if you notice, whatever it is that was upsetting you or triggering you earlier, by the time we're done, if you did the technique properly and it was not that severe, you should notice at least a 50% decrease. And some of you, you probably don't remember what you were upset about. So number 1 is understanding. Number 2 is energetic. Number 3, transmutation. Okay, question. What's the difference between transmutation and transformation? Transmutation, transformation. Something like this. Transformation simply means changing the form, changing the state. You can transform something better or you can make something worse, correct? Transmutation usually means taking it from a lower vibration to a higher one. So the idea is this. Let's go back to the chakra. You have the solar plexus, anger, resentment, jealousy, whatever. Solar plexus, right? Heart center, love, compassion, and so on and so on. Then you go up to the throat and the ajna, thinking, crown, spiritual energy. So the question is there a way to take that anger and resentment, transform it into love, into deeper understanding, and spiritual oneness? That's where meditation Twin Hearts comes in. So what we'll do in this full moon meditation, we're going to do meditation Twin Hearts. Twin Hearts is human heart, which is the heart center, and the crown center. And the way you do it is something like this. As we do the meditation, you're first going to bless the people you love, people you work with, the earth, the entire earth, every person, every being, through your heart. As in, you focus on your heart, let the blessing go through. So in the process of blessing, there's a saying, you cannot give what you don't have. So we'll let you feel the love within you first, experience the love you have for someone you really care about, feel it, and then you let it flow through you and share it with the earth. So in the process, the heart expands. So when that expands, it's already sucking all that negative emotions from the solar plexus and transforming it into loving energy. That's step 1. Step 2, we're going to trigger the crown, make the crown really, really big, in a similar manner to bless the earth with golden light. So when the crown gets bigger and bigger, so much divine energy comes down, this negative emotion is also being triggered and transmuted to love and then to spiritual energy. Then from there, as you keep going, as your chakras get bigger up here, then there's a waterfall of divine light coming down, and it will just be simply like a waterfall flushing things out. So the meditation Twin Hearts is quite powerful. It transmutes these negative energies, and then once it's transmuted, it pulls in that spiritual force to flush everything out. Very simple. It works. So if you're ready, let's do it. Now, before you space out after the meditation, let's have a quick review. So, how are the simple ways to deal with anger? 1, understanding. Stepping back, using awareness, what is going on, what is the proper response, right? Number 2, using energetic technique of cleansing to remove the stress and anger energy so you will change the way you think and the way you feel. Number 3, diligent meditation. You see, this diligent meditation is something like this. I heard people say, why should I join these meditation groups? I can just buy the CD and press play. Oh yeah? When was the last time you pressed play? You see, that's why joining a spiritual organization, a spiritual group, a bunch of like-minded friends, whatever word you want to call it, is very, very important. Because it makes you accountable. Hey, let's get together at so-and-so time. It's just like people who exercise. You notice if you go out, some of you, if you don't have this, you're not that self-motivated. If 2 or 3 of you go, hey, let's meet outside and jog. Let's meet somewhere and work out. When you have that buddy system, one pulls the other. Once one is slacking off, the other one pulls. So it makes you consistent. You get my point? So when you have these full moon meditations, it's an opportunity for you, wherever you are, to stay consistent in your spiritual practice. You know why? You're not doing it anywhere for anyone else but yourself. So when you do this meditation consistently, you have the constant transmutation of negative emotion, right? Constant flushing of the divine energy of any negative energy in your aura. It's just like taking a daily bath or shower. So as you do this diligently over time, there's a change in the way you feel, the way you think. It increases your intuition, and your outlook in life completely changes. All right? So, by the way, we're planning to do actually a series of online videos that will help you gain control over your emotions. So after this, just tune in. We'll let you know. It's basically a series on how to deal with anger, how to open your heart, have self-acceptance, and how to have a happier life. So we'll do it in steps. Boom. We'll talk about the energetic component, the emotional component, the mental component, the spiritual component. We'll break it down, and in each video, we'll have a certain technique. In other words, action plan. Not just all talk and go, oh yeah, that's nice, whatever. No, you're going to have homework. So if you want to participate in this, we'll let you know. So tonight is just like a preview, a trailer. But at least you have something you can take home and use right away. Okay? So if you're interested in that, just stay tuned. Make sure we have your email and whatever else information so that we can take you on this step-by-step series to transform your life. All right, let's meditate. You ready? Open your palms. To the Divine Supreme God, Divine Father, Divine Mother, we humbly invoke for your blessings. To my teacher, Master Choa Kok Sui, Mahaguru Jumailing, to the Lord Christ, to the Lord Buddha, to all the spiritual elders, to all the saints, archangels, holy angels, spiritual helpers, thank you for opening our hearts, our crown, our soul to divine love, mercy, and compassion, that we may be an instrument to bring love, peace, and harmony to the entire earth. We thank you for this great opportunity and this privilege to be of service to all. In full faith, so be it. All right, ready? Okay, situate yourself. All right, take your left hand, gently tap the center of your chest. This is to activate your heart chakra. Take your right hand, tap your crown. Now close your eyes. Inhale, exhale slowly. Be aware of your heart. Imagine someone you love in front of you. Could be your spouse, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your children, your parents, or someone very dear to you. Smile. Smile at that person. Or if it's your pet, smile at your pet. Feel love within you and re-experience a happy event you've spent with that person. Now just lovingly say to them, from my heart to yours, I shower you with love and much affection, unconditionally. Good. Now be aware of your crown, the top of your head. Be aware of your crown. Just look at them and say, may you be blessed with inner peace and divine love. So be it. Feel the love and the peace within you. Now raise your hand like this. Okay, close your eyes again. Keep your tongue on the roof of your mouth. Just silently follow me. Be aware of your heart. Feel the love within your heart. We will use the prayer of St. Francis of Assisi, a universal prayer for blessing and transmuting. Lord, or whoever you believe in, or if you're not sure, you can just say, to the universal divine spirit, make me an instrument of your peace. Wherever there's hatred anywhere in the world, let me sow love. So imagine the earth the size of a little ball in front of you with your loved one and all your loved ones in it. Focus on your heart gently and your hands. Imagine beautiful pink light pouring from your heart through your hands to the entire earth. Blessing every person, every being with peace and with love. Where there is injury, let me sow pardon and forgiveness. Some of us are having anger not towards anyone but ourselves, right? So first, visualize yourself. Realize that every person, every being is evolving. We all make mistakes. As long as we realize we made the mistakes and vow never to make it again, Release it and let it go. Forgive yourself. Take a deep breath. Exhale and release it. Now think of some of the people that we have hurt, intentionally or not. Visualize it in front of you. Just say, to whoever I have hurt, in however way I've hurt you, I've learned from my mistakes. I humbly ask for your forgiveness. Thank you, and I accept your forgiveness. And I release it and let go. So be it. Next, to all who have hurt me, we are all children of God, we all make mistakes, we are all evolving. You are all completely forgiven. As I've learned from my mistakes, so can you. God's peace and love be with my soul. God's peace and love be with your soul. You're completely forgiven. I release you. I let you go. You're completely forgiven. So be it. Now put your hand like this. Just say, cut, I release you. Cut, cut, and cut. Okay, keep your hands like this. Close your eyes again. It's not enough to forgive. As Master Cho says, you also have to bless them. You are all completely forgiven. May all of you be blessed with inner peace and inner healing. May you also learn from your mistakes and spiritually grow. Namaste. God's peace be with you. Go in peace. So be it. Let's continue with the prayer. Where there is injury, let me sow pardon and forgiveness. Where there's doubt, faith. Where there's despair, hope. Let's think of people who we know who are suffering. Either people we directly know, or even the people we know in the news that are suffering. Visualize them in front of you. Imagine their life getting better and better. Just say, may all of you be blessed with hope and faith and a better life. So be it. Fill them with beautiful pink light. Say, so be it. Where there's darkness, light, sadness, joy. Bless every person, every being. Bless the entire earth with beautiful pink light. Blessing every person with peace, with love, with a spirit of forgiveness and reconciliation. With hope and faith, with light and joy. So be it. So be it. Now, gently be aware of your heart. Take a deep breath. Lift up the feeling up from your heart to the crown. And exhale. Again, from your heart, take a deep breath up to your crown. And exhale. One more time, take a deep breath from your heart up to your crown. And exhale. Be aware of your crown. Imagine a beautiful golden light forming on your crown. Now let that golden light just pour down through your hands, blessing your family, your loved ones, the city you live in, the state, the country. Let that golden light just spread throughout the entire earth. And repeat with me. From the heart of all-loving God, from the heart of the universal divine spirit, may every person, every being on earth be blessed with loving kindness. May all be blessed with great joy and happiness, with understanding, harmony, and divine peace. So be it. Just fill the earth with so much golden light. So be it. Fill the earth with tons and tons and loads of golden light. Especially the places on earth that have conflicts, let there be golden light. Visualize the areas calming down. Wars that are happening, let there be peace and reconciliation. Troubled areas in the world, fill it with golden light. So be it. Now, be aware of your heart and your crown simultaneously. Let the golden light from your heart and your crown pour down through your hands to the entire earth, filling the earth with so much beautiful golden light. From the center of the heart of God, through my soul, through my entire being, let every person, every being in the lower worlds, the higher worlds, even the middle worlds, in all 8 directions above and below, let all beings in every dimensions be blessed with loving kindness. Let all be blessed with great joy and happiness. Let all be blessed with inner peace and inner healing. Let all be blessed with understanding, harmony. Let all be blessed with goodwill and the willingness to do good. So be it. Fill your family, your friends, your relatives, the people you work with beautiful golden light. The city, the country, even the waters, the air, the entire earth just saturate with beautiful golden light. Say, so be it. So be it. And so it is. If you're sensitive, you might feel your hand tingling. You might feel your entire body lifting, feeling light, feeling joyful and happy. Just let that energy flow through us and share it with every person, every being on earth, without exception. So be it. So be it. So it is. Tatastu. So it is. Now gently lower your hands on your lap, palms up. Keep your eyes closed with your tongue on the roof of your mouth and just be still. As Master has taught us in this meditation Twin Hearts, we imagine a beautiful golden light, a golden star or a golden flame above your crown. Look at that golden light. Be aware of the love within your heart. And gently feel that love from your heart go up, up, up to your crown and into that beautiful light. And stay there. Just stay there. I'm going to chant Om. Gently listen to this mantra Om and put your gentle attention on the light and the silence. Om. Allow your awareness to just gently move into that empty space and fill it with your consciousness. The space in between each Om. Om. Just look at the light and be still. Om. Om. still, be aware, and just simply let go. Now, any sound, any noise you hear will just help you go deeper and deeper into that stillness. Now, let go. Gently, slowly, very slowly come back to your body. Gently move your fingers, move your toes. Gently and slowly come back to your body. Now, raise your hands again just like you did earlier. Both hands. We're now going to release the excess energy by blessing our loved ones and friends, and also blessing Mother Earth again. Imagine the people you love in front of you, fill them with beautiful golden light. May all of them be blessed with good health, with happiness, with prosperity, and spiritual oneness. So be it. Imagine your job, your career, blessed with success, with progress, and lots of advancement and prosperity. So be it. Good. Just release the excess energy that your body cannot absorb by blessing Mother Earth. Now, as we always do in full moon meditations, if you like, you can pull out all your projects that you want blessed by the group. You know, when you meditate, there's massive amounts of energy. Your projects, your goals, the ones who wrote it down, put it in front of you. The ones who are new, just think of what you want. You know, you want a better job. You want your relationship to improve, your health to improve. Just picture that in front of you, or form that intention that's in front of you. We'll use this massive amounts of energy and fill it, supercharge it. All right? So just raise your hands. You ready? Have your projects in front of you. Say, we are one. We are one with God. We are one with all. And in this oneness, we fill all these projects with divine light, divine love, and divine power. We humbly ask God and all the higher beings to bless these projects with success and proper manifestation. So be it. Keep blessing. Keep going. Keep blessing with beautiful golden light. So be it. With God's blessing, so be it. All right, let's give thanks to the Divine Supreme God, Divine Father, Divine Mother, to all the spiritual elders, holy masters, saints, archangels, holy angels, spiritual helpers, to all the high beings. Thank you. Personally, to my teacher, Master Tsokok Sui Mahaguji Mailing, thank you for the blessings in full faith. So be it. All right. I hope you had a good experience. So that's it. That's our full moon meditation lecture. You're welcome to rewatch this video as many times as you like. We talk about how to release anger through understanding the energetic condition and transmutation through meditation. All right. So if you don't mind, we want some feedback. It always helps. You know, a lot of these projects that we have, a lot of the videos and events we have, a lot of it are based on the feedback you've given us. All right. And one of them was, people like to learn how to regulate their emotions. They don't want to be angry anymore. They want to be happy. Well, guess what? It doesn't happen overnight. You wake up one day, ding, I'm happy. You know, it's a process. You know, how come people do it without knowing the process? It doesn't matter. Whether they know it or not, there is a process. But lucky you, with Master Cho's teaching, you know, he went to in detail, observe it energetically, and so on and so on. So there are certain processes that you can take. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's what we want to do with this series that's coming up. So we'd like to hear from you about that. What else? A lot of classes that are coming. Just look at the website where we're going to be to teach the higher classes. And I would encourage you, the ones who are out of the country, go to your centers, support your centers. A lot of the pranic healing centers, they're there to help you, but you're not taking advantage of it. You know, your group meditation, healing sessions, and so on and so on. All right? So the whole idea is don't be a lone ranger. Okay, Lone Ranger, spiritual practice, and a hermit might be good for some of you. Most people need that support. All right, and for whatever reason, you're in the middle of nowhere. We're here to support you. If you can have the internet, we'll be in your living room or wherever you do your meditation practice. I think other than that, we're done. So, Atma means soul. Namaste. We'll see you next time. Take care. Bye.